It feels like a Monday. It's one of those things. Joey, the next match, Shenandoah University's A team, the defending champions, going up against Hood College. Let's just talk about Shenandoah A here real quick, Joey. It's a team that's returning its roster, has a lot of great players on it. It's a team that has a target on their back, really. They won the entire thing. They're the ones that knocked out George Mason University's A team after the perfect undefeated season back in the spring. So there's a lot of hype on this team, and for good reason. But what we have to talk about before going into this matchup was they had a rematch with George Mason University's A team last week. That match took place off stream, and they lost. George Mason University's A team got a little bit of revenge here against Shenandoah's A team. And that has to be a big confidence booster for George Mason. But for Shenandoah A, it's now time to bounce back. You can't afford to go down 0-2 in the series. It's an extended division than what it was last year. You're fighting for your playoff lives. Yes, it's still early, but an 0-2 start just makes that hill harder to climb.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, GMUA is a powerhouse team. They went undefeated in the spring up until playoffs and up until they met that Shenandoah A squad. So as you said, there's a little bit of revenge coming in there as Shenandoah A did take that loss this time against GMUA. But when it counted last year in the championship, it was Shenandoah A that took them down in the semifinals. We'll see what they bring here into this new matchup up against Hood College.
We are live now in game one, and Red doesn't want to waste any time. Shenandoah A is striking first, 10 seconds in, and Hood College already on a back foot.
And Red is a name we know very well from last year, a phenomenal goalkeeper, but also able to push forward and make the scores happen when they need to. We see it here, already 10 seconds in.
Hood College comes into tonight's matchup 1-1. They were one of those teams that played 2 matches last week, so they're sitting at 500 with a win and a loss under their belt so far. Shenandoah looking for that first win on the season as they look to go back-to-back here in the fall season as well. And they're looking to answer here, and it's going to be Yon Nathan. Here we go. I almost saw it said Yon Nation, but it's Yon Nathan. And it's Shenandoah 2-0.
And I believe that is a new name to the roster there, Yon Nathan coming in. Already making some nice punctuation on the playstyle of Shenandoah, scoring that second goal. 4.5 left to go in this one. Shenandoah A, the champions of the spring, already find themselves up on top by 2.
Nader Tot now for Hood College, down by 2. It's a high-flying Shenandoah A team. They can't afford any more goals here early on. They have 4 minutes to try to get themselves back into this match. Flamma now pressing up, but Red sitting back just in front of the goal, gets the save, and the follow-up. It's Shenandoah striking again. 3-0, shaking off that rust from week 1. They're up by 3.
John, we talked about veteran teams coming in and making their presence known early on. Shenandoah A not able to do it last week up against GMUA, another team of strong veterans. But this week, you're seeing that veteran presence bleed through. They're coming with that vigor they showed in spring of last year, and it is coming out very strong here in the first minute.
Now it's Yon Nathan on the side wall. Easy picking the ball up, coming in from the left. The tap down from Easy's no good. Nader Tot was there on the goal line, but that was a pretty nice play from Shenandoah, just unable to find the back of the net. Looking for more goals. Now Hood College can't hold on to possession after getting in their offensive end. Now it's Shenandoah putting the pressure back on them. Easy sends the ball in high over the goal. The follow-up, it's Yacht Nathan with goal number 3, the hat trick for Shenandoah A.
You know, I'm wondering if it's Yacht Nathan or if it's Yonathan. I could see it being Yonathan as well, but there is definitely no yawning from us because he continues to score. Another big goal coming in there. 4-0, Shenandoah A in the lead. 3:23 left to go here in game 1. And John, they're not showing any sign of stopping anytime soon.
And they're showing that nobody wanted to touch that ball on the opening faceoff there. A little bit of ring around the rosy. No one wanted to touch the ball, but finally underway here after goal number 4 for Shenandoah. Red looks to send it back around. Hood College pinches it off into the corner. The follow-up easy, far post. It's turned aside by Nader Tot. Now it's Red. Unable to clear the ball out of the defensive end. A good chance here, and it's Nader Tot banging one home for Hood, and it's 4-1.
Yeah, big plays here. All caps just sends Red flying, then brings it on in here. Nader time, putting it off the goalkeeper, but at a nice enough angle that it found its way into the goal. 4-1 Shenandoah A still in the lead, but Hood College pulls one back.
I think you're right. I think it is Jonathan. The more I think about it now. I don't know, Joey.
Like Jonathan, like, you know, like a call-a-thon, but a little bit of yawning. But again, he just continues to score big highlight goals, so the name doesn't quite match very well.
3 goals for Jonathan here in game 1 of this best of 3, approaching the halfway mark. Hood College finally on the board after letting in the first 4 goals here in game 1. Now Jonathan going for more, looking for goal 4 on his stat line, just unable to get it to go. Now slamming, finding Nader Tot all the way home. Guides it in. It's 4-2. That lead now cut in half for Shenandoah.
And Shenandoah playing very aggressive, moving that ball forward very strongly into that final third, trying to find those shots. But in putting so much aggression against the other team, you do open yourselves up for the counterattack. What we just see there is Hood pulls another one back.
Under 2:20 to go. Ball back in Hood College's defensive end, but shouldn't mean much. They pulled 2 back again after 4 unanswered, and slamming coming up with a big save keeps their hopes alive here in game 1. Red intercepts the ball, plays it back in. All caps is there, and the rest of Hood College comes back. Great defense to keep that ball out. Now Easy backtracking with the ball into the defensive end for Shenandoah. Played back in. Hood College looking to cut the lead down to 1. Plays the ball back in, takes a ricochet off a Shenandoah player. Now Jonathan picks it up. Now it's Easy, the centering feed. Nobody's there. Slamming, feathering that boost, getting the positioning. Tries to fly over Red, but Red's positioning is absolutely stellar, and they'll get the clearance now through midfield. Easy along the side wall, plays into the corner, the centering feed. Red is there. Looks hit off the back of the car. Can't get it on frame. Upper 90 was targeted. Couldn't get there. Jonathan plays it back in just above the crossbar, dropping down. It's a good clear for Hood College.
A lot of back and forth action. Shenandoah A finding so many shot opportunities. Unfortunately, none of them falling just slightly off target each time, but continuing to pour them on.
Still a 2-goal game. 1 minute to go in game 1. On the side wall, a good chance there for slamming, but Easy turns it aside. The shot just above the crossbar. Hood is pressing the defending champs. And they have another chance here. Nader Tot shot too high, and it's another clearance for Shenandoah trying to hold on. The pressure coming from Hood College, keeping Shenandoah on their back heels.
Yeah, I really like this aggressive style from Hood. They ended up sitting back, playing the counterattack early on in this game, but now starting to bring the aggression of their own, pushing into that Shenandoah A final third. They're not getting too many shots off, unfortunately, but continuing to pull up that aggression up against a Goliath squad like Shenandoah A is a big accomplishment.
Down by 2 with 20 seconds to go. They might be able to make a comeback here in game 1, but they definitely have a recipe for success here in game 2 if they're able to replicate what they've been doing here in the last 2.5 minutes here in game 1.
Absolutely, and it does look like this time is going to tick down. One more opportunity, but it does get turned away. The game's not over until the ball hits the ground, though.
So we'll see if there's one more goal being scored. Maybe it will be. It'll be Jonathan. Jonathan again, like Marathon, Joey. 5-2 Shenandoah A.
Yeah, that name's going to throw us off all night long, but it could only be a game 2 if Shenandoah plays this well in game 2. Again, credit to Hood College, though. Shenandoah A coming out as the defending champion of the spring, a phenomenal team. They did turn over one player here with Jonathan joining the roster, but overall the shots very even. 10 shots for Shenandoah A, slightly less on the side of Hood College, but Hood College up against the champions, not really showing too little of swagger. They're bringing their own aggression as well.
Absolutely. Going into game 2, Hood College had some success there in the middle frame of game 1. After letting 4 goals in early for Shenandoah, they were able to right the ship here just a bit. Started to get pressure onto Shenandoah A. We'll see if they're able to build upon what they learned there in game 1 here in game 2. And Shenandoah now has that 1 game advantage here in this best of 3. And it's Hood College trying to be the aggressor here first.
Yeah, and I really like that from Hood. Come out, show your aggression, try to get that first goal on the board because Shenandoah did it last time and they scored 2 very quick goals in the last game. I like that Hood is coming out with a different style here in game 2.
30 seconds in, no goals as of yet. Two good shots coming in from Hood College, just nowhere to find the back of the net. Good defense from Shenandoah. Now it's Red on the attack for Shenandoah, looking for that opening goal as we are approaching that 1 minute mark here into game 2. Now Hood looking to press the ball in, plays it into the corner. Jonathan is there. Clear the ball to the opposite side. Nadertot is there. The shot, back post, no good. Now it's all caps, clearing it out from the defensive end. Looks to play it on target. Easy's there, will play it into the corner. Closer game here in game 2 than what we saw in game 1. There's a flurry of goals to open it up for Shenandoah A before Hood College was able to respond. Here in game 2, a minute and a half in, it is 0-0. Both of these teams going back and forth looking for that opening goal.
Yeah, 0-0, but a lot of the credit going to Hood on that one, John. They've turned on their aggression. They've played a lot more in the final third of Shenandoah than we saw all last game. Now Shenandoah trying to get some shots off here and there, but overall Hood really holding them back.
Now into the corner. Shenandoah trying to find a way. Easy. Able to keep the ball on the offensive end for Shenandoah. Offensive chance starting to dwindle away here as Hood is looking for that better position for that clearance. Nadertot is there, gets a save on Easy. Ball played off to the corner, approaching the halfway mark here in game 2. Still 0-0 after we saw a total of 7 goals being scored in game 1. And quite the opposite here in game 2. Still looking for that opening goal. Easy on the side wall for Shenandoah, looking to play it through midfield. It's Jonathan off to the side, bounces back. A good chance here for Shenandoah, but Nadertot can't get a clean hit. The ball staying in their defensive end. Shenandoah is looking to be more aggressive now. Easy steps up the centering feed. Jonathan's there. The drop shot hits the crossbar. Just inches away from the opening goal, and Jonathan can't find it.
That was hard to watch, Sean. Just slightly off on the angle. Sure, Hood had someone there to possibly deflect it, but it looked like a goal, and it's going to be a goal as Red does turn it back around.
Red able to open up the scoring here. It's a beautiful pass from Jonathan. Red just able to redirect it back on frame. Hood had several players there. I believe that was Nadertot just slightly under where that ball was shot. It's the opening goal going in favor of Shenandoah with under 2 to go. It took a while to get there, Joey, but we are here. We finally have a goal on the board with 1:45 to go, and it's Shenandoah with the advantage.
Yeah, I mean, I have to say, like, fans of the MAEC came into the fall season expecting Shenandoah A to be a team to watch. I don't know if Hood was as on as many people's radars, though. So far in this match, a very strong game 1, another strong game 2 so far, down to a minute and a half and only 1 goal behind, and now tied up through all caps. John, Hood College is going to be a team to watch this fall.
Absolutely. Hood has found their magic. In all caps, evening up at 1 apiece. It was a wide open goal. The easiest of easy tap-ins. We're all even at 1. It took a while to get there, but the goals are starting to come in and starting to come in with only 1:20 to go. Here in game 2, Shenandoah taking game 1. Hood College needs to win game 2 to force game 3 if they want to try to take this win in the series. Easy playing the ball back in for Shenandoah. Unable to do so, all caps looking to fly in. Jonathan is there in the corner. Uses that wall to get the clearance. Easy going up, will play it in deeper. The strong rebound. Jonathan's shot turned aside by Slammin. Now looking to go the other way. We're under a minute to go in game 2. Nadertot plays the ball into the corner. Red is there. Can't get a clean hit onto it. Jonathan being patient will flip it up and over one player from Hood College. And Red now looking for Easy will get the clearance out of their defensive end, and they're looking for that go-ahead goal here late. Now going the other way, it's all caps. The shot just wide of the post. Now it's a great counter chance here for Shenandoah. Jonathan looking to play. It goes too high. Now drops down in front of the goal. They're looking for the clearance. Red able to keep it in. 15 seconds left to go in game 2, and we're all even. And the shot cleared aside by Hood College, staying patient on the line. Jonathan the chance, a big save by Slammin. Red plays it back in, 5 seconds to go. Hits the ground. As long as the ball is in the air, we will continue. No, we are heading to overtime.
Wow, I mean, this has got incredible so quickly. Shenandoah A looking like they were going to close it out. Hood College finding the goal they needed and then eventually forcing that overtime. 8 seconds in, and this one's going to go very back and forth.
Sudden death overtime. Next goal wins. There's a chance here. Jonathan had a chance to follow up from easy. Only took 17 seconds, but Shenandoah picks up the win in game 2, picks up the series win 2-0 over Hood College, and the defending champs finally have a win in their win column.
It looked like it was going to be a routine save coming in there, John, but the ball going just slightly higher than pretty much everyone there was anticipating. In the end, it slips past, and Shenandoah A finds their first win of the fall season.
What an exciting match, Joey. I mean, that had everything in it. We saw adversity there in game 1 with Hood going down 4-0. They fought back. They cut the lead in half, all the way down to a 4-2 lead for Shenandoah before Shenandoah just put the icing on the cake with their 5th goal. But they took that momentum and they built upon it. That's something you want to see from what, I wouldn't call them a middle of the pack team, but Hood College, it's something you want to see them build upon going forward. Dropping 4 goals early on in a game can be demoralizing. Can be like, okay, there's no way we're going to get back in there. But they stayed true to it. They fought back. They got to within 2. Obviously, it didn't work out for them, but they won game 2, and they won in a very convincing fashion. The way they played looks like they took that momentum and built upon it and were able to go forward.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I'm sure you're the same way. I came in predicting this to be a 2-0 for Shenandoah A. They were phenomenal in the spring, and you bring back a lot of that talent here in the fall. But then Hood College, again, as you said, a mid-tier team last season. They showed some signs of brilliance. They didn't look so hot other weeks. But to go up against the defending champs and look this strong, sure, they lost by 2 goals in game 1. But game 2, they took them to overtime. They looked incredible. They made great adjustments between game 1 and game 2. Hood College just automatically got added to my radar to look out for this season.